Well, good morning, everybody. It's time for Morning Manna. As usual on Friday, I always give a trailer of the sermon for Sunday. So, are you ready? Are you ready to get that trailer to know what I'm going to be ministering in this series called Who's Got Your Back? In this series that we started a couple of weeks ago, Who's Got Your Back? We started out with God's Got Your Back, then All of Heaven Has Your Back, and then we went to what? Goodness and mercy has your back. Well, this morning, we're going to give you the fourth thing in which we're going to talk about who's got your back. Just a trailer, but let's wait. Let's greet some folk, and then we'll get into it on this morning. Now, if you were in Bible study on Wednesday night, you should have in your possession this morning. Got to get my wallet here. Let me get it out of my wallet here. This is what you should have in your possession on this morning. Get out all this other stuff. Here we go. And the lint. Mercy, 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 mercy. How about that? How about do you have that right now in terms of mercy? How about that? I'm going to just keep on talking right now and share it there. I got to make some changes on here. But do you have that? You know, we said you got new mercies every day. Every day you should have new mercies. And here it is. Here it is. You should have it in your possession. So you know that mercy is following you. So let me greet some people, and then we're going to get right into the trailer for Sunday's message. I cannot wait to minister it. I cannot wait. Good morning, Dawn. How are you on this morning? Good morning, Cynthia. How are you on this morning? Dan, the man, how are you on this morning? Ella, how are you on this morning? Deborah, how are you on this morning? Laura, how are you? Vaughn, how are you? Thank you for helping me preach. I like that. Good morning, Minister Sent. Where you been? We missed you. Good morning, Brother Pope. How are you? All my North Kakalaki on the East Coast, folk. Good morning, Elder Mobley. How are you? Good morning, Liz. How are you? Thank you for the offer to help with the men, with the fish fry that we're going to have, Liz. I really appreciate that. It's going to be a wonderful thing. I really am looking forward to that. Good morning, Gerald. How are you? Patrice, how are you on this morning? There you are, Ramona. Okay, a little late, but never late. Better late than never. Good morning, Brenda. How are you on this morning? Good morning, Elder Jan. How are you? Joel, how are you on this morning? Peggy, how are you? Venetia, how are you? Glad to see you in the house. Lenora, how are you on this morning? Let me get some more folk here. Good morning, Fran. How are you on this morning? I can't get it. There we go. There we go. There we go. We got it. We got it. Peggy, how are you on this morning? Brenda said, I got mercy. Got it. That's right. It's following you. Look over your shoulder. There it is. Goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord. How long? Forever. And that's what we said now on this morning. This morning. Good morning, Elder Christine Shoemaker. How are you on this morning? Good to see you, part of the Manna fam on this morning. Minister Yolanda, how are you? You already know what we're doing. For the past 3 weeks, I've been talking about who's got your back. That's the sermon series that we've been in, right? And so the first one was, put it in the chat area, God's got your back. Of course, God has your back. The second one, we says, all of heaven, all of heaven's army, all of heaven. We went into spiritual warfare. We talked about that. Has your back. The third thing we said is goodness and mercy. There they are, following me. And on Wednesday, we said, you know what? You should never forget that mercy is the one that delivers everything else. That's his grace. And we said, put that, write it on a piece of paper. Need to walk around with that just as a reminder. Just as a reminder. Diane, how are you on this morning? So this morning is the trailer for the sermon on this Sunday. I cannot wait. Them your people. Who's got your back? Who has your back? Well, let's get into the manna this morning, and then we will tell you who has it.
Good morning, and welcome to Morning Manna, where in 5 minutes or less, you're going to get an impartation with the text, the talk, and the takeaway. Join the Morning Manna fam every weekday morning at 8 o'clock Central Standard Time. Don't forget to put in the chat the revelation that you get and share the manna. Now, let's get ready to have some manna so you can make it through your day.
Here it is. Acts 11:25 through 35. I just want to read just a portion of that. And that is based on that. Let me get to it. I'm going to read it to you. That's Acts 11. I find it myself. I had it and then flipped away from it. How about that? See them pages turning. 11. Here we go. Now, in these days, prophets came down from Jerusalem to Antioch, and one of them, named Agabus, stood up and foretold by the Spirit that there would be a great famine over all the world. This took place in the days of Claudius. So the disciples determined every one according to his ability to send relief to the brothers living in Judea. And they did so, sending it to the elders by the hand of Barnabas and Saul. How about that? Here's what's happening in the text. There is a famine in the land, and they are looking, how are we going to get through this? This fledgling, new believers, and oh, by the way, the guy that's been killing us, persecuting us, has been recommended to us by Barnabas, whose name means encourager. And they now come to this area so that they can have the back of those who are going through. Let's talk about that. When the church in Antioch started exploding with new believers, Barnabas didn't try to carry the weight alone. He went and got Paul. Wow, Paul. Really, Paul? The murderer, the persecutor? Yes. Why? Because kingdom work is never a solo sport. God's design has always been for his people to have their people's back. Those who will show up, stand up, and speak up for those who are not doing well. Antioch teaches us that spiritual growth and community impact happen when God's people link arms, share resources, and move in unity. So who has your back? There's three things when we talk about them, your people, who got your back. One, partnership over isolation. Barnabas brought Paul because two anointed voices are stronger than one. Two, provisions over selfishness. Antioch Church sent relief before there was even a GoFundMe. That's right. You better know it. Who's got your back? Them your people. Them your people got your back. Your people should have your back in the community in which you're in. Third thing, purpose over pettiness. Purpose over pettiness. They stayed focused on the mission, not on who got the credit. If you don't worry about who gets the credit, you can really do great things. So what's your takeaway? The takeaway is this: you can't fulfill God's size missions with me size mindset. It takes them your people to have our back. I'll say it again. You can't do God size missions with me size mindset. This just the trailer. I can't wait to preach this Sunday. Don't you dare miss it, because God is going to speak mightily. If this bless you, bless somebody else. Share the manna. Don't keep it to yourself. I'll see you Sunday as well as Monday with more word and manna. God bless you. Share the manna. Bye now.